pretty things. How are you guys tonight? It's good to see you. I have some cute little wooden pumpkin chubbies. Aren't they cute? I love the chubbies. They are so heavy duty. They are wooden. They are heavy. I love these. And I'm going to do a little different colors on them today. I'm going to do blue and orange, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix some different colors. I've been through Hobby Lobby recently, and I know even last year I saw some pumpkins that were like a light blue and a light orange combined, and I just love that combination. And so I'm going to try and make my pumpkins those colors today. We'll see how we do. All right, I'm just pulling up my video here so I can see comments. I'm going to go ahead and mute that. Okay, so here we go. The transfer I'm going to use tonight is basically it's going to be paint, but I'm going to put a little bit of embellishments from this transfer here. This is called 'Tis the Season. I believe it's on sale right now, but I'm just going to add some of these little tiny vines and decor pieces from this onto our pumpkins to embellish it. And actually I was going to do some ribbon and I didn't get that ready, but the next time I do these pumpkins, I'm going to use this transfer. This is called Pumpkin Pear, and I'm going to do this on the back of these. So what I want to be careful about is that these are one-way patterns. So this is going to go on it like this. So I want to flip this side, and this one is going to go on like this. So I want to flip this side. So I'm going to paint this side. So that's a lot of words just to say I'm going to try and get it on the right side. Okay, so I've got some colors out here. I have got Shimmer Melon and Peach Cobbler. I also have some oranges out here. Let's see, I've got Peachy Keen, I've got Orange Peel. I don't think I'm going to use those. I've also got Sunset Drive out here. But I think I'm going to try and make my orange this. And then my blue, I'm going to mix Couture Teal, I believe, with some eucalyptus. I love this eucalyptus, and this one is a shimmer one. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. Tonight, as you jump on, if you see the red button right above my head, that means you're watching me live. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to your comments. I look forward to conversing with you and sharing some ideas. If you don't see the live button, that's okay. It just means that you're watching the replay. So please do me a favor and comment #replay in the comments. That way I know you watched. And if you want to get the product list to the products I'm using tonight, type in the word pumpkin, and then check your messenger and you will receive a link back from me. I think this is a lot of paste. Also, if you want to be notified every time I go live, type in !notify, and you will be notified every time I go live. Okay. All right, so I mixed some, we'll see how this works. Some Peach Cobbler and some Shimmer Melon. And I have quite a bit of Shimmer Melon in here. And I'm going to mix them up. Actually, I think that's going to work out to be the color I want it to be. It's kind of a light color. It's more of a pastel, not really pastel, but a strong, more mellow color than our typical orange for our pumpkins. This is what it looks like so far. I might want to add a little bit of the darker color. Do a little bit more of that. Because this is really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to mix that in. And what you saw me do a minute ago is I spritzed in some water just to make it more of a painting consistency because we are painting with this tonight. Okay, this is the color. I don't know how good you guys see, but what I'm going to do, I think I am going to just go ahead and kind of wipe it on here. I don't have my water bath, that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and use a foam brush. I'm going to use a foam brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and brush this on just to get a light color. And if you want to, you can actually spritz your surface to make it go a little bit further. would be like a light stain. This is a light stain right now. I think I want it to be darker. So right now it just looks like it's stained. You can barely see it. I'm going to go ahead and go darker on it. Put a thicker covering on it because I do want that color to show up. Sometimes when you're using a shimmer, and I did mix shimmer in with this, it's more translucent than just a regular paste. And that may be what's going on here. And I don't care for this if it has brush strokes or blobs of paint. It might affect the transfer laying down when I go ahead and do it. But when you think of pumpkins, you know their skin is full of different lumps and bumps. It has like warts here and there. It can be, it's not always smooth. Okay, I like how this turned out. This is what it looks like. Can you see I have some lumpy spots? It's not all smooth, and that is just fine with me. Did get a little bit on the side here. I want to wipe that off because I will probably be painting my edge a different color when I do my other side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mix up my, okay, these two are done. I'm going to mix up my blue. So, oh, actually I've got Lagoon and teal. No, I'm not going to use the teal. Lagoon and Shimmer Eucalyptus. So again, this is going to be kind of the same consistency because it is a shimmer. Okay, this is a brand new jar. So when you get a brand new jar, it does come with this foil lid on top. Now, depending on how it was shipped, how it was stored, it may have quite a bit of paste on the top. And this one really doesn't, but I don't like to waste. So I always try to get as much as I can off. Go ahead and scoop some of this Lagoon. Oh, it's so pretty, guys. I love that. I may not even want to mix too much in with it. But let's add some Shimmer Eucalyptus. This is Shimmer Eucalyptus. I just love these shimmers. Except they do paint a little differently. This one's a little dry, so I'm going to go ahead and spritz some water in it. This is just distilled water. Always distilled water in your paste. And I'm going to mix it up just to give it a better consistency. It does reconstitute pretty good if they're not too dry. Now, if they're really, really dry, you're going to want to spray them with some distilled water and maybe let them sit overnight and kind of break it up a little bit. And I usually do 1 or 2 spritz at a time just to make sure that I don't get it too wet and watery. I do want to raise my table up just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this Shimmer Eucalyptus and add it to my Lakeshore. Kind of blend it around. So it's not really lightening it up very much, but I think I'm okay with that because I do want, I like the color and I want it just to add a little shimmer to it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, let me cap up some of these paste jars. Just to kind of keep my work area a little bit less cluttered. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and paste on this mixture of Lagoon and Eucalyptus. Oh my gosh, guys. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I probably should have done the stems a different color. Actually, I may not even, I might want this streaky coverage that I've got going on here. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, I've got some of this left over and some of the orange left over. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dry this, and we're gonna go ahead, make sure it's completely dry before we apply any transfer to it. This is a heat tool. It's not really hot, it's just got some hot air blowing, but it does do really well at drying some of this stuff. I'm going to show you guys this. Let me show you. Look at that color. See how I left it streaky like a pumpkin? I'm loving it. What are you guys up to today? It is Wednesday already. Wow. The days are flying. I've got some babysitting duty coming up the next couple days, so I might be on later if I'm on. So one trick, and you'll see me do it in just a minute, when you are pasting a design on from a transfer, through a transfer, onto a surface that has been freshly painted, one of the tricks you need to remember is to use some wax in between the stencil and the newly painted surface. There's a couple of reasons why you use wax. One is the main one is the protection, and it protects against both stretching out the transfer because it sticks really, really hard, and when it pulls off, it may pull off your paint on the layer below, but also it could stretch out your transfer. These transfers are reusable, and you can reuse them between 8 and 12 times, but that's only if you take really good care of them, if you wash them after you use them, and you dry them, and you put them away properly, which means to put them in, I put them in my sealed envelopes they come in, but you can store them in a portfolio or something, as long as the sticky side of the transfer is protected, and it doesn't get stored somewhere where there's a lot of dust flying. You don't want it to pick up any dust bunnies anywhere, any dog hair, cat hair, any of that kind of stuff, because of course it's going to reduce the stickiness and it won't be as effective at grabbing onto your surface. I think we're almost done. We've got a couple thicker places right here in the middle, and I can tell whether it's dry or not because it's darker. So it's darker because there's more paint. The more paint there is, the longer it's going to take to dry. And so we're going to go ahead and get it dried completely up before we apply our transfer. Let's see, I'm going to get some ribbon out. I've got at least one that I can see from here that I can use. It's a velvet blue one. And I've got all the velvets over there. I'll go ahead and work on this one a little bit. Have you guys started decorating for fall yet, or Halloween? I love Halloween. I haven't really done any Halloween yet. I do have like a spooky tree up there and a little ghost that says boo. I have so much Halloween, but getting it out is another matter. I love it all though. But no, I haven't started really. Very little's out. I have thought about it though. So when I do my embellishment, I'm going to use a gold. I'm going to use our nominee, my favorite paste of all time. I'll make it look a little fallish. This feels pretty dry. Okay, now this one looks great, and you can see a little bit of shimmer in there. Can you guys see that shimmer? I don't know if you can or not. But that looks great. I love the streakiness of that. This one looks great too. And it is pretty lumpy, which I had thought I had wanted. And I do probably want. But what I think I'm going to do, just to ensure there's a little bit better adherence of the transfer, is I'm going to go ahead and sand off just a little bit lightly. That's what it looks like now. And then I am going to get out my, oh, there's a copper, shimmer copper. This is my nominee. Look at that. It's like a metallic. It's gorgeous. Speaking of metallic, our paste, our color of the month for this month. If you don't know, every month we offer an exclusive color of the month paste, which isn't a normal paste. It's only out for a short period of time, and you have to qualify with a purchase in your cart. So to be able to buy this, to have it available to you, it's not this one. It's has $75 in your cart if you're a regular retail member. Now, there is a program we have which is called a Perks member. And becoming a Perks member is wonderful because it gives you a 30% off discount off all your purchases. It does cost $20 a month, but you get $20 back in product credit every month. So if you're interested in becoming a Perks member, go ahead and type in the word Perks and you'll be sent a link where you can join. It's a great way to get a discount. Our other way to get a discount is to become a designer like me. Designers get a 40% off discount off of all of their purchases, and they are able to sell the product itself. So you're kind of backed by Chalk Couture's name, and you were able to sell the product. And it's a really good way to meet people, to build a community, to chalk together, create together. You could do projects other than chalking as well. It's just kind of fun. So that's the way that I am. I'm a designer, and I did join for the discount. Actually, I joined because the designer kit was $99 when you signed up. And it was such a great deal. I wanted it so bad. I'm so glad I got it. So if you want to become a designer and get 40% off, type in the word designer and check your messages. And that will give you everything you need to sign up. And then you'll be ready to get all the information, have teammates, get resources sent to you. It's great. So designers are wonderful. But back to the color of the month. Our color of the month is something called Vintage, I believe, or is it Vintage? I think it is Vintage, or Vintage. And it's a beautiful metallic rose gold. Rose gold. Okay, guys, this is what I'm going to do with this. I'm not going to use the words on this, but I am going to add this bottom line of leaves. Okay, so I'm just going to get a squeegee, a little bit of my nominee paste, and I'm just going to go ahead and run my squeegee right over all the design that I want to transfer to this surface. So easy. Now you're going to go ahead and go over it one more time just to kind of smooth it out and to scrape off any excess paste you have. And then what you're going to do is you are going to take that off. Let me show you what it looks like. Let's see if this is going to show up. Can you see that? Yes, I love it. Okay, and then I'm going to do a line at the top. Maybe a little higher for this one. Do the same thing. When you press your stencils down, make sure that you don't have any air bubbles. Make sure it sticks to the surface without any air bubbles. The air bubbles will allow that paste to run. It won't contain it in the silk screen. So it'll run outside the lines and you'll get some bleeding. It won't be as crisp. Okay. Oh, it's very, very dainty. Let's do the same thing for this one. We'll make a couple matching pairs, and then I'm going to put that leaf in the middle. Even though it looks like a maple leaf, it's going to be my fall leaf. Maybe I'll do it at the top. Okay, so I'm going to do the bottom. Quick and easy, guys, quick and easy. Maybe I'll do these little leaves in the middle here. Actually, I think I'm going to leave it exactly where it is and just paste some of these embellishments up here. Paste this large leaf. And this little bit over here. Okay, let's take this up. Here we go, guys. Here's the reveal for this one. Take it down and off. How cute. I may need another leaf. And I also may want to add a couple leaves to this one. Let me go ahead and dry this up so I'm not disturbing what I already have down. And this paste does dry really quickly. Do you guys have a change of colors in the fall where you live? The trees change colors? Do the leaves fall? I think that is just so wonderful to see. It's just a great symbol of fall. We don't get that here really. Unless we go up to the mountains to see it. And it is still warm here. Very warm. Love it. I want to add a couple just like off the edges. Here's how this one's turning out. Love it. Let's add a little edge to this one. This one looks pretty symmetrical, but it's okay. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to put this aside just so I can clean it in a few minutes. So put all your extra back in your jar. Put this in a water bath, which I didn't fill up my water bath. Cap this up. And look, my glue gun is making spider webs. Can you guys see that? It's kind of dripping right on that lid. Okay, let me go find some ribbon. I'll be right back. Okay guys, here's the ribbon that I have. I have these two pastels. I don't think that they're gonna work, so we're gonna put this aside. I have this very creamy color. And then I have a dark orange, like a burnt orange, and then a velvet blue. So, I think, oh, and I have this one. It's thicker, but it might work. Let me see. Do this. See which side's which. Okay, so then turn it, pinch it. And then turn it and pinch it. Okay, let me grab a zip tie. Where this one came from. Okay, I've got 1, 2, I lost one. Okay. So we've got our tail, we've got our bow, and we're going to turn. Got our tail, we've got a loop, and we're going to turn. Got a loop, and we're going to turn, and got a loop. I think it's too small. Okay. Loop, turn, loop, turn, loop, turn, loop, turn, loop, loop, turn. Two tails, we do a zip tie, I hope our zip tie's right. It's not. Let's turn it over. Okay, before we tighten it up, let's take a look at it. Loop, loop, tail. Tail. Okay. Okay, we're going to tighten it up and cut off the end. diagonal our tails. Who knew that the bows would take the most amount of time? Okay, so let's fluff it up. A tail, a big loop, and a smaller loop. We're going to put it off to the side with some glue. Let's see how this works. There's one. I like that ribbon with it. Okay, let's do the other one. Let's do a blue ribbon, or maybe the gold. Let's do a little bit of both. Maybe we'll do something more simple for this one. Okay. Got a little piece of wire here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and layer one on top of the other. Make like an awareness bow. Cut out the ends. Okay, so here I have my awareness bow, and I'm just going to bring down across it. Here's my loop. I'm going to bring down this one, and then I'm going to get my wire and tie it right across the middle and cinch up that center with my tails. We'll see what we have. Good thing about wire is if you don't like it, you can reconfigure it as well. Here it is. I'm going to attach it at the very top. I'm going to hide my wire behind. I'll trim up those tails again too because they're not in the right spot. Add some glue. Didn't hide my wire very good. And there's this one. So let's see both of them. Which one do you guys like better? Do you like the blue one? Or do you like the orange one? Here's both. Tell me which one you like. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back on again tomorrow, and we'll craft a little bit, and we'll do probably another holiday fall craft, so I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Give the video a heart, share it with someone that you know loves it. Goodbye.